Hey YouTube, go ahead and hit the thumbs up, and I'm gonna put in the chat the invite to come along. All you gotta do is click on the link or copy and paste it in the hyperlink if it shows up as a hyperlink. So just click highlight it, and you can open it and come on in the room. I see two of y'all in here. Now it's three. So as y'all can see, it's 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Ow, my foot. Ooh, take the sneakers off. You can see I'm home. I told y'all earlier when I was on here a few hours ago on YouTube, I said I was going to work, and if they had VTO, they were going to offer it, I was going to take it. So I took it. I don't know. I mean, I don't think too many people took it, or I don't know if they were strategically trying to offer it to certain, maybe they just, I don't know. I don't know. But I came to work and, you know, went to the station they gave me. There was nothing, nothing there, nothing to stow, no crates. And I seen some people um, had some work to do. They did what they had to do, and that was it. And it was just a matter of sitting around. Now, I'm quite sure um, there will be other work coming in or whatever. I don't know. Who knows? So I took it. I may not have much of a check next week because I took it Thursday, Friday, and today. And mm, I don't know. Like I said, I'll be all right. I still got some assignments at survey to do, and I could always cash out and start looking at some other gigs to do during the week. I got two tomorrow. All right, hold on a second. Let me finish this survey. Okay, anyways. Okay. Every time you do something at Amazon, they give you a survey to do. So I dropped by HR today. They have a person who's HR rather than going through the app to speak with someone. So I just asked them how long I've been there. And come this week, I'll be there a month, the 27th, I think they told me. I think they told me the 27th. Yeah, the 27th. Not next week, but not this coming week, but the week after next. I'll be there because I wanted to transfer. I'm not transferring back to Jefferson, but I'm a transfer internally. I put in two requests, um, a different department from stowing to something else. So I would do part time, like Saturdays and Sundays, but it's all day Saturday and Sunday. And I just chose a different department. Hopefully, then, like I said, going somewhere else to a different area that I'm at. I just don't like the area I'm at. I don't like this. I do not too much care, too much for the manager. Well, lead or whatever. They say manager, but they ain't really no manager. They don't. So I I said put me in a different department altogether. And I'll find out in a couple of weeks because um I would change during the daytime, like 7 in the morning, from 7 to 4:30 or 5:30 or whatever that I would do that because they had plenty of daytime hours. But because of my program with Generation, I didn't change because of that. So I chose an evening schedule overnight. It's technically overnight because it runs from that six. Oh, geez, my feet. It comes from like 6 o'clock p.m., 6:30 till a 10-hour shift on the other days. So I'm waiting to see if I get transferred to a different department. But I'm still stay at the Stone Mountain location. So hopefully that will come through and I can switch over. But I have until the 25th to change it and revise it and put another request for something else. I just don't want to do Saturdays and Sundays. I don't want to do part time for Saturdays and Sundays only because that also affects your benefits. So, but yep, they offered VTO. I can't understand. I don't understand it. Why they got people coming in doing overtime? Because if they work during the daytime, they have a mandatory overtime date they come in. I was like, I don't get it. That doesn't make any sense to me. That you say you don't have any work or enough work or whatever the case may be. I don't know. I don't get it. And then you still got overtime for associates that so happen to have a schedule. Because let me tell you how it works. Some people work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and they may have one day that's mandatory where they may have to come in either a Thursday, Friday, or a Saturday. So if if their date is Saturday where they have to mandatory come in for overtime, then they scheduled. So that's how they do that. Then they have the 12-hour shifts that I work. I work a 12-hour shift. And 12-hour shift is always going to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And you get the extra $2.50 per hour added on to your base pay. So I said, you know what? I'm going to take it. I know I've been taking VTO since last week. This week. It's really been the last 2 weeks I've been taking a VTO. All of practically, all of this week, last week for sure. Because one, I know that coming up, it's going to be a time it's going to be like real, it's going to be picking up like this. It's going to be to the point where it's going to be real busy. And see, right now, October 16th, the middle of the month, it's going to be, hey, Romeo, it's going to be like right around end of October, right beginning of November, all this shipping logistics going on, all these shipping delays across the world, up there in California, and the shipping and products and not enough truck drivers, not Amazon truck drivers, but just enough drivers, enough people to load those ships. All those things are up in the sea and causing all these major delays. That's why when you go to the supermarkets, Costco, Walmart, and you go there, you see all these empty shelves, not just food, but products in general, you know? And it does have an effect on Amazon too. Now, I heard somebody's video today. They were saying that Amazon said they were going to be purchasing um, these jumbo jets to actually go to these Asian countries and ports and load the inventory directly from China and Thailand. And Amazon's going to have its own um, logistics, basically. Like, and I was like, how the hell would that work? You know, Now I know Amazon is $1 billion company and they basically take over the world. You know, they try to destroy the transportation industry like UPS and FedEx and stuff. But FedEx, UPS, even the post office, to some extent, they deliver Amazon packages too. And you know how Amazon had those people that was working Amazon Flex. You had your own personal car, and you could just go and pick up packages. That's what Vivo is. Vivo. Remember I was telling you I signed up for that. I have not done any pickup for Vivo yet. I signed up, but I haven't done it. And they be having a lot of routes. So that's what I always said. I always have options to pick up more money, to make more money. Good thing I bought a new printer and new computer plus I have all the equipment for my. Oh, that's good. Now, Roma, you need to know how to spell. You spelling that all wrong. You need to, but I know what you're saying. And they're always gonna have computers and stuff. You go to Best Buy and wherever, you'll see computers. It's not like see people things like computers and things like you need equipment. If I needed to buy me a printer, because I would like to get me a big state of the art looking printer. I mean, I have a printer. It's doing this to do what it needs to do. But um you can still go to Walmart and find a printer or Best Buy. You can still find it. Because see, that's not see, everybody ain't got no money to no, don't use that as no excuse. I know English is your second language, but don't that ain't got nothing to do with typing. They got software. Don't make that as no excuse. You know, a lot of computer languages is a second language to me, but that's the only way you become matter makes perfect. People who've been born here in the United States, U.S. citizens, don't even know how to spell and know how to write. So don't use that. Just be aware because see some people they don't even try to learn. I be watching people be writing comments in people's YouTube channels, and I was like, first of all, oh, I can't stand it. It drives me crazy. Finna. I'm a finna go to the store. I'm a finna. That Finna. I'm finna. Oh, I can't stand it. And some people talk like that. They talk to something right. I'm a finna go. First of all, finna is. I have to tell people. I'll be right in the chat. Right on their reply. Finna is not a word, and that's not the only one. There's some other words too. I just can't think of it. It's just it just makes me like, oh, really? They live right here in this country, live and born in the United States. Public education is free. Sometimes some public education systems in certain states and cities may not be the best or the greatest, but these are grown ass folks. I'm a finna go to the store, Um, there's some other ones. I just can't think of it right now. It just makes my head hurt just thinking about it and reading it and how some people say things. I'm like, just plain dumb. And then when you go to the world, and I be wondering, I said, why they be giving these easy math tests, easy English tests, sentence structure, and I said, why they giving this? Is so simple. But I have to realize it might be simple to me, it ain't simple to others. But it ain't got nothing to do being from no foreign country. You could be from another country, come here to the United States. That's understandable. But the more you practice, the more you speak and read, people pick up the language. The United States is an international language that people in other countries, they speak English. That's because you may not speak fluent. You may speak with an accent. um, a lot of schools in other countries, they teach English and whatever language they're from. So, you know, because you write pretty well when you write comments, Romeo. When I read it, you do write some very interesting and well structured sentences that you do. So don't underestimate yourself. So, because some people just sometimes people have a computer and type. That's just a matter of typing. But I know what you meant. Because obviously I could tell from when you wrote YouTube, that's phonetically written like that. But some people just have no sense of trying to learn how to they don't even how to talk. I was like, oh my God, finna. Ooh. I read that last night on somebody's post. Just silly. Just plain silly. I'm finna go to the who said that? Who made ain't no way I could even come up to think. I had never heard that in all my life growing up. Never. People say, well, I'm just country. I live in the country. No, I have country folks that live right in the country too. My grandparents and aunts, uncles, and they lived in North South Carolina. That's just a dialect. But that doesn't mean because you grew up in the South or certain regions in the country that has to do it that equates to intelligence. It doesn't. It doesn't equate to intelligence. Knowing how to speak, that's an accent. If someone has an accent and they have a southern accent or a certain, people from Boston, they have that certain kind of twang in their voice and the way they speak. That doesn't change the English language structure in terms of how to write a sentence. It doesn't. Some people may not know how to spell, That's why they got Grammarly. They got that app or that software, Grammarly. You can write a sentence, you just start writing and it will correct your sentence or give you suggestions based on proper, whether it be formal or you're writing informal English or how you're writing. Are you writing on a business? Casual? All that is something you can learn. But they have this software now that you can write it. You start typing, it start telling you what's incorrect. But some people just can't spell. But that's all right. Ain't no big deal. No big deal, because let me tell you, when I went to high school, when I was graduating my high school and went to college, you know how when you go to college, mostly, well, I don't know if they do it now. They give you a math test, speech, and English. And if you're not up to par about um, in your writing or speech or math, you have to take remedial classes before, and they don't even count towards college credits. They just give you remedial speech, remedial math, and remedial English. Because I know I had to take a couple of remedial classes, because you'll be thinking, you'll be learning in high school. You'll be thinking, ooh, but a lot of these schools, they don't really give you the top of the top of the top of the education. Is because it's a public schools. Now, some schools you could go to. I mean, I can speak for New York public school at the time. Some were better than others. Some had AP classes. Some had advanced classes they placed people in. But sometimes, a lot of these schools don't challenge kids, especially in high school. Some people they just pass people along in high school, pass people along. That's why I like it now. In the New York City public school, they changed it. It's like some of these high schools, they became more specialized. It's not Walton High School anymore. It's like Walton Business. It's like five schools in one building, and each of them is focused on different um, curriculums. And I like it what they have, how they doing it now. Some schools they focus on finance, business. You take little advanced classes, college classes. I did that. Some schools were like science and arts, focusing STEM, coding. A lot of things evolve in terms of education, and it starts at high schools. That's why I don't understand these kids today. Some of them go to, I was like, damn, there was no such thing when I was in school. I remember we learned computers when I was in junior high school. I remember they had that Apple computer, that little box. That second Apple, and we all was standing around, and they was teaching that in one of the classes we was taking in junior high school. It wasn't computer science, it was math or something. And I remember we had to do logic, if and but. I remember all that little basic um code. Well, it wasn't really coding. I guess you could say it was coding. I remember doing that in junior high school. I sure do. I remember that. So they come a long way what they be teaching now. Now they got pre-kindergarten teach children how to code. They got code academies and code camps. Children be learning how to code on the computer and on the phone and making little games. Shoot, man. I was like, dog, that's amazing. Those STEM sciences, it wasn't one of those little cheap science projects that we used to make back in the day. Now these kids be making. Now, if you really smart, if you was a really ingenious kid, some people be making. This is a robotic, all these little fancy science projects and science fairs. And if you was really smart, um, kids be learn. I mean, you'd be amazed. But see, they don't offer that in all school districts. They don't offer that in all um, areas. If you went to a very rich, very good school, they may offer that. But then you go to in the hood, they may not have it. And if they try to do it, if they try to offer it, most of the time it's Indian, Asian students be taking advantage. You know, they take advantage of those classes and stuff, and they be all in those. But black kids, but not all, but majority of black kids, they don't take advantage of stuff like that. You go to those advanced classes, to be Indian, Asian. They be all in the science and all in the clubs. That's why they be trying to get girls into STEM and They be trying to offer all these programs and things for young people to get them in the realm of technology. Some take advantage of it, but not compared to other groups. They don't. They sure don't. That's why when you hear a story about a young black girl, young black American born. I ain't talking about foreigners. American black born kids achieving anything of standard, like the spelling bee. This past spelling bee national championship, it was the little black girl. She was from Louisiana. She won, and it was like she was the second black one to win the spelling bee. The last time it was 1987 or something like that. But I was like, but all the rest of the years it was all Asian, and then it became a whole lot of Indian students started winning stuff. I was like, what the hell? They came out of nowhere. I mean, I believe in all people should learn. All people, international races, countries, and creeds should have an opportunity to learn. But I don't see people taking advantage. Not black folks. Not black folks who's born here in the United States. Not like they should. And that brings me to my topic about what's going on, with my title that I wrote about. You know? And I said now it's concerning because certain like I was talking to somebody right when I was leaving. It was this older black lady. I went downstairs to leave for the day. And I was like, don't you smell that? I said, every time I pass by this certain area in the warehouse, it feels like a sewage backup. And I said, oh my God, it made my head hurt. It made it's like I got a headache now. I said, why could y'all stand around here and smell that? Ain't nobody saying nothing. I don't know. I ain't saying that somebody went to the bathroom and they, and it's like coming from the bathroom because you know how you walk into a bathroom, it's open and then you go in there and stuff. It didn't smell like that. It smelled something real bad. Like I don't know what it is. I can't even explain it. So I stopped to talk. I said, God dang. I said, how can y'all stand here and smell that? It was like it was every time I had to walk by this area to go to the stairwell to go upstairs. I had to go west of the building, go all the way, and then it's this area. It's like this one area is like, and it was like that every day. I smell it. I was like, I said they either got, because I tell you when they put that Amazon facility where they put it at now, it was nothing but trees and woods. And I was like, either they need to survey this land or they built it on top of either they got a sewage backup problem or something they got. Because I was like, ain't no way it could smell like that every day. And it's not, it's like fumes of I can't even explain it. And then it looks so dingy. I said, but this to be 1 year old. This building was here for 1 year. It looks so old, and I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they built it too fast, and they built it on. I won't be surprised if they said this is a toxic landscape area and somebody needs to figure that out. I don't know. Maybe I need to call OSHA. That's what I probably need to do. I need to call OSHA because ain't no way that I'm not standing. If they tell me, Teresa, you're gonna transfer you to this department and you're gonna be on this area, and that smell, they're gonna have to send me home every day with pay because I'm gonna say something's wrong. And I don't understand. Nobody is saying nothing now. So I'm not even in that department. I'm walking by every day and I smell it. And I was like, and it was like it like I get stronger and stronger and stronger every day. It's something leaking. It's something. It is something leaking that's because it made me get a headache. And I was talking to her for a good 10, 15 minutes because I was already off the clock. And so we start talking, and I was kind of bringing some concerns. And she said this is like the third Amazon facility she worked at, and she said that she never seen so many black folks. I mean, it's Stone Mountain's predominantly black, but that facility is a lot of black folks. But you know what? Um, I said I don't understand why people don't take advantage of the education programs Amazon offers. And she made a point that I've been making for quite some time, especially more recently. And she said, Amazon, they're not trying to keep people. They want to eventually automate everything Amazon does, even within the factory, even within the warehouses in these facilities. They offer like the career choice. And basically career choice is that January 1st, that's when it's 100%, they're gonna pay 100% tuition, and you could learn a new trade at Amazon. If you're an employee at Amazon, you could go into healthcare. Now, let me tell you, because I already looked at it earlier today. Like, say for instance, you want to do healthcare. Healthcare, you could go back to school. You click on the state that you live, like for instance, Georgia. They had Atlanta Technical College, Lanier Technical College, University of Maryland Global Campus, and they had one more. I can't think of it. I signed up for it today. And for healthcare, for instance, you could go to school because they don't want you to stay at Amazon. They want you to do something. They want you to learn a new trade, and that's in demand. So healthcare, you could go to school, be a dental assistant. Now it's not like 4-year degree, but that's pretty good. Dental assistant. Let me pull it up so I can read it to y'all. That's the only reason why I'm staying. That's the only reason I'm trying to stay, is so I could try to take advantage of those type of opportunities. I'm not trying to get no other degree or master's degree, but I'm always constantly learning. So constantly. And me and this other lady, we were talking. Next time I go by there, I'm gonna see her again because I think that's her station. I'm gonna get her name and talk to her again. So career choice, I'm gonna pull it up. Explore available career paths, view in-demand careers, job descriptions, and salary ranges. So I'm gonna go over each one, just in case anyone of y'all decide y'all take upon me telling y'all to work at Amazon, because people be transferring all over the place. Somebody said I used to work at the one in Texas, and then I went to Florida, and then I transferred to Atlanta, to Georgia. So people be transferring. You could transfer. If I wanted to work at the one somewhere else for a minute, and you could transfer it in 30 days. What happened if thing ain't pulling up? Well, I remember what it was, so I wanted to read it directly. But so anyway, so they had medical assistant, dental assistant, nursing assistant. Now I know some of those may be low paying. Um, Technology wise, they had cyber, um, network engineering. Um, I want to say cybersecurity. I think I saw that. Um, See, I was trying to pull it up, but it won't let me. Got an error code on the website. Oh, session expired. How did it? Oh, I know why. Because I was logged on here earlier and I didn't log out. Hmm. But anyway, and they do have a maximum, like you could do it every year. So they have a maximum amount of every year, which is $5,300 and something dollars a year, and you could do it every year. You know, so you really could do something every year if you wanted to. Now they may update this in January to include other programs in schools for now, and I think that's what they're gonna. I think that's what they said. It says be updating the program because right now it's 95%. They pay you pay the 5%, but now it's 100%. And every place is different. Every state is different. Every state you go to, I just know in Georgia, it just had those schools, and it was pretty impressive, I could say, because I know I applied for one of them. I put it in today, and I'm just waiting to hear a response back from one of them. I'm trying to look at the. I'm trying to look for the email, but now I know I've been talking about this. I know I've been talking about these career um, assistance and programs, but Amazon ain't the only one doing it. Matter of fact, on my way to work, they were saying United Way, which is 211. If you call 211, that's United Way. They said they was having um, programs to suggest to people about getting additional training and going to school by calling United Way. That's what it was. Merit America. That's the name of the company. MERIT America. That was the other one. And they had a support program. Um, they was one of the Amazon Career Choice. And it was an IT support programs they offered. And I filled out the application, and then they said to go to the next process. The next one is a video interview, pre-work course, and then phase number 4 is the program launch. So that was one of them. But they had dental assistant, medical assistants, things like that. If you're interested in healthcare, um, medical transcriptionist, I think was one of them. And then they had um, the other programs. I know they had um, welding and healthcare, IT, and it was like construction. No, transportation was the other one. So transportation, if you wanted to become a truck driver or something like that to the nature, they even paid for people to go to truck driving school to get your CDL license and become a truck driver. That was the other one they had because there's a need of truck drivers, and you could actually go to school. Now there's several state agencies, WIA and all these other nonprofit organizations that will pay for people to go to truck driving school. So if you ever want to learn how to drive a truck, two wheeler or whatever, you can actually go to school and learn to do that. And you get paid quite well. You could be a local driver. You could drive nationwide. You know. And I think they even had something in the aviation industry too. So Amazon ain't the only one that start paying. And I was talking when I was talking to this lady, when I was talking to her, and she said, "You look around." She said that it ain't so much a lot of black folks work at the Stone Mountain location. It's a lot of foreign black folks that be working at Amazon. I look around, I say, you know what, you're right. I was like, even I start seeing a lot of people. I don't know where they from. I don't know what part of the country or what part of Africa. They different African countries, regions. different people from different islands and stuff. There's a lot of they may be from Somalia and all these different regions of the world, different parts of I can't say they Indian, but they there's a lot. I kind of when I was coming into work and all them coming out, and I started looking around, and I started noticing. I said, "There's a whole lot of people from these certain countries they from." And even during the nighttime shift, I look around. I said, "Dog, there's a lot." So I can't always say there's a lot of black folks from American living working here, but it seems to be that location seems to flip the whole dynamic of people. And I was like, see, they come here, they be coming here from different parts of the different countries and stuff. They get on with Amazon as long as they got the proper paperwork and they authorized to work here in the United States. And if they working on a visa, they take people who have visa. As long as they able, they don't have to be United States citizens. As long as they got the work credentials and work permit to work, they could work here. And there's a whole lot of them, especially at that Stone Mountain location. See, they come there with a purpose. See, a lot of them come in there because I can't complain about Amazon too much. I don't know. It's not so much about Amazon itself. It's you come across with certain people. That's what I can't deal with. Just put me somewhere else. Just put me in a different department. I ain't got time for foolishness. I came to work today, came a little bit early. They gave me, God gave me the little ticket, and then here come this other person talking about Tori. What the fuck she got to do with nothing? Hey, Colas, I said I was told to go to this station and then walk. I walked that whole place all around the circle just to turn around. I was like, wait a minute. The dang station was like right few feet around. I went and wait that whole big circle all the way around for nothing. And I said, wait a minute. I know that's not Chris down there. And I was like, I know my station was like literally right there. I didn't know walking all the way around. All the way around. It's the size of a football field, basically. Why are you telling me so and so? So and so ain't looking for me. Shoot. And ain't nobody told me to go to the fourth floor. I went right on to with the floor I always been going to. That second floor. To go up there just to say we ain't got no more state. People try to play that little games. I ain't got time to play no games. Especially what happened yesterday, last night. Nope, didn't turn around. 7:00 come. They giving PTO and they giving VTO, and I took it. I said, shoot, I ain't worked this whole week. I ain't worked that many hours this week anyway. I worked like 1 hour one day, an hour, 2 hours yesterday. So I said, shoot. I have a check next week, but I got money coming. I ain't worried about it. I got me some gigs to do tomorrow and in the whole week. Because it's going to come a time at the end of the end of October, it's going to pick up and going to be busy. And then after that, you're going to, then when it's time to take a break, people can't take no break. See, a lot of people working there, and they like, I ain't taking it. I can't stand there and do nothing. Stand there that whole time and do nothing. Hoping they give work. People like, because see, some people, they can't afford to leave. They ain't going to take the time. They say, I'm going to stay. I need the money. I don't need the money like that. Not that, I'll wait. I got money. I got money set aside to cover my bills until I really have to go back to work December when I got to do the training. See, I got a lot of, the only reason I'm taking this little break now, this mental break, physical break for my feet and resting my mind is because I know in a month from now, I'm going to be overwhelmed. I'm going to be working at Amazon. I'm going to be training with TurboTax. I'm going to be, getting deep in the program with Generation. That's when I'm going to really be learning. I'm relearning now. Don't get me wrong. We doing lessons and stuff, but I'm going to have to be practicing on my HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. I'm I'm gonna be deep in the program where I gotta have to really be concentrating and learning the code and it's gonna take a lot. See, I already got my little notes. I need to buy me a notebook. Put all my notes. I got all this stuff. You don't have to memorize, but see, I know my mind's gonna be overwhelmed. Then I gotta study for the EA enrollment exam. Start start restudying that. So I know in a month I'm gonna I'm gonna be I'm gonna be so when they say Uncle, nothing, just talking to y'all. You can come in the chat. I got the link. You didn't see the link. So I took the VTO because I know it's gonna be real busy, you know? Because if Amazon picks up and they start, it's gonna be off the chain. It's gonna be like mandatory overtime. You know, they're gonna put mandatory overtime. Those things are gonna be coming off their trucks, and it's gonna be a whole lot of stuff going on. And that's they're gonna be that's when it's gonna be real hectic. So hopefully they'll give me a transfer and I could transfer to a different department. I'm still stay at Stone Mountain, but I'm gonna maybe they'll put me in some different area because I chose something different, but be in a packing or something, do something else. And it's gonna be busy. They're gonna be mandatory overtime. It's gonna be a whole bunch of things going on. And all those people who like standing around, they ain't doing nothing. I need the money and stuff. Shoot. I mean, I know some people could be or whatever, but some people they're gonna be like, oh my God, they got overtime, they got bonus, let me do double time, and it may look good, double time and things like that, but it's I'm not trying to worry myself out. You're gonna be worn out, I'm telling you. People be, because you get paid weekly, and sometimes, you have to really make money, you have to work like a holiday and come in for and work. They pay you double time for that. And some people may pick up another day to work. And all that work, you getting $1,000. I said, one guy, he told me at the other location before I transferred, he was like, I said, because remember I was on medical leave and they had overtime. I said, what? Y'all had overtime? And they said, yeah, we had worked that holiday, that Labor Day. That Labor Day was on that Monday. They worked that Monday for Labor Day. They had overtime. And then they had worked during the week, another extra day for overtime. I was like, what? All that time I've been there, they had no overtime. The minute I go on medical leave, they offered overtime. And this is not at Stone Mountain. I'm talking about the other location. So, but it's gonna be it's gonna be some it's gonna be some other trust me, it's gonna be some other opportunities. Trust me, trust and believe. I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, I gotta, The only reason why I'm not switching during the daytime shift, which is 7 in the morning or 7:30, is because I have to do my generation, and I gotta do the thing during the week. And like I told y'all earlier in the earlier video, generation is now part time. They realized a lot of people were working, and they had to work. They couldn't do Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 Eastern Standard Time or whatever the time zone it is. So they now offer it part-time. They made it a little bit more flexible to do the program part-time. The only thing is that rather than being 15 weeks, it's now 21 weeks, something like that. And you're not doing it all day. I don't know what the schedule is. If y'all interested, y'all would have to go on there and apply. And when you go on there to apply, it'll tell you the next start date or the cohort date. And they'll tell you what the days are. I don't know if it's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's going good. I'm learning a lot. That's why I said that I'd rather deal. I think that's what is going on. Amazon is affected with this shortage and the shipping delays, and I think that's why when I come to work, they was like, we got BTO because I was standing when I got to work. I was standing there at the station. I went downstairs, got my T-shirt and whatever, and um, people were standing around and waiting for work. Now, technically, I could have stayed tonight. Sat down on that chair and be like chilling. But I was like, you know what? I'm going home. I got things to do tomorrow. I gotta practice my coding. I gotta practice and study my lessons. Well, I got money. I got money waiting. I'm making money tomorrow. I could have made money tonight. I could have made money today with merchandise. See, I have other jobs that I never told y'all about. I have other jobs to do. I'm not just talking about the survey app. I'm talking about um, um, Crossmark, the company I worked for a couple years ago, going to those stores with those candies. They called me. They keep asking me, we need a weekend person to go to Sam's Club to do the demos. I had a demo offer today with Survey. Go to the store, getting paid $16 or $17 an hour just to stand there with a table and demo whatever, like during the morning time at the Whole Food. I told you I did that before. I made like 4 hours. It would be like 86, $89, and then I could do the other little merchandise store gigs. Oh, the class is going fine. You already asked me that. Didn't you ask me that? Generation is 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because I'm in the Denver cohort. So when they have the one in Atlanta that starts in November, that's 9 to 5. But they offer a part-time program too. They just started it yesterday. I don't know what the hours are, but it's part-time. So for those who work full-time during the day, you could still do it part-time. And the schedule though, it's not that bad when I saw it. I just can't I don't remember because I didn't sign up. I'm not gonna switch. I'm staying where I'm at. So, and we have a winter break coming up sometime in the middle of November. They give us a winter break, but we just finished learning Git. Then we're gonna be learning the GitHub. Then we're gonna be learning QA or something like that. So we're getting in the bricks of we're gonna start learning the code, Java, script, HTML, CSS. Then we really gonna start getting into the lessons of learning the code and pro. So I can, I need to practice, not just while I'm there. I got to also do it after class. I'm doing it now, learning, you know. So that's why this little VTO they be offering, I'll be say, oh, I'm gonna go home. And then, I go home, come on YouTube, eventually say, I ain't staying on here all day for 3 hours. I'm not gonna stay on here tonight with y'all all night. I'm gonna do it. I'll be with y'all for a minute and then I'll go straight on to my lessons. That's why I got this Mimo app. I can learn the code on this, and I've been doing that. So right now I'm up to HTML basics, and right now I'm learning how to create links. That's the next lesson. And then there's the intermediate, it becomes more advanced. So I'm learning this on an app, and then I'm also learning it on Free Code Cat Academy, and I'm doing the lessons that Generation has it going. So I've been really been sitting here learning the code and reading and um, doing a whole bunch of other things, learning Python and stuff. So I'm being really focused. See, I've been doing this for the last few years, but I was always learning, stop. Got busy doing work, working two, three jobs and all these gigs. Then I pick it up again, learn it a little bit, stopped. Then I started again. So this time I said, you know what? I need to finish and stay focused. So this time, by me being part of that program and it's free, it's making me more accountable to finish the program. So at the end, I graduate in January. The program ends January 22nd. Uh, oh, it was lagging. Oh, I don't know what happened. Must be on your end because there ain't nothing going on here. So, anybody want to come on in the link? Come on in the link. I'm giving you an opportunity to come on and join and ask questions because some of y'all want to write a book and once got something to say. But now when I go to StreamYard and give you an opportunity to express yourself, no one comes on here. Exactly. I'll be making my six figures one way or the other. If it's taxes, web design, my own little consulting business, doing people tax returns and websites, shoot. That's why we was talking that the lady we was talking about. Yeah, they didn't want to people y'all want to. Then some of y'all trolls want to come on here and troll and got something to say about you has that master's degree working, but you can't even write a sentence and don't even know how to spell. You know, I've been following you for years, and even if you're not a troll, you just want to come in the background and got something to say. Just because I come on YouTube, that's not y'all don't that's not the whole story. You know, if you doing the same thing 5 years ago and you ain't doing nothing better or doing nothing new 2, 3 years later and you still running around doing the same old. Because let me tell you, I'm not trying to criticize about if you choose to do these gig jobs and do food deliveries or do group Uber Eats and Grubhub and you know, but that's getting old. Gas price today was $3.05. I'm like, what the hell? I bought gas a couple days ago. It was $2.99. Used my little gas app. Got back $1.50. You know, and they said, oh, next time you get gas, you could save 15 cents a gallon. And I was like, 15 cents a gallon? I said, dang, gas price must be going to be going up. And sure did, it went up. Sure did. So, you know, I could do a whole lot of different things. Only thing I regret is not doing this sooner and not sticking at this learning to be a web developer and learning all this software technology and really sticking at it consistently in the past. I probably would have been in the field doing something by now, but that's okay. I was doing a whole bunch of other stuff, doing three different things at one time. That's why I said sometimes, yeah, working at Amazon, people say I need the money, but they ain't gonna be taking up all my time. 12 hours working on your feet all day, 12-hour working, and then and then it took me an hour and 15 minutes to travel to Brazelton. An hour 15. That was like 14 hours a day. 14 hours. Now that's why I wanted to become closer to home. 5 minutes away, come to work, but that still takes up a lot of your time. Even yeah, I could rest a little bit more. I could sit down and rest and sleep a little bit more than before. An extra hour that I could rest than not having to get up three. Leave my house at 3:30. 4:30 the latest. But then having to stand on your feet and then have to walk to get to the car and then drive in the car and Oh no, you know. But don't worry. Like I said, it's gonna be a time when it's gonna be busy, and I don't know because, like I said, it's this little logistic stuff is affecting it's affecting Amazon as well as everybody. It ain't just Amazon. That's why Amazon said they're gonna buy their own cargo. What they say they're gonna do? Did they say they're gonna buy their own cargo ships? Because they don't make no sense. You still have to pay port charges. You still have to wait in line. You can't skip all the other things. So I think they said they're gonna buy their own cargo planes to get packages from China and fly them back over here, and you know. So that's gonna be more jobs that they're gonna be available for people. But they're still gonna do automated. They'll have those if they. I don't know how soon they're gonna do it, but that's what I heard. I don't know if that's true. But they have their own airline. Amazon have their own aircrafts, airplanes. They be featuring that on their little app, A to Z app. Come meet the women, the aviation. They don't, they work. You know how you go at the airport and people be loading those suitcases and boxes and packages off the planes. Basically, Amazon has that too. You can work at Amazon Aviation and you just loading stuff off the plane, and people process. They got that too. They do that as well. I don't know how much they pay. I don't know where they located, or I think Kentucky was one of the areas. I would think that's what they said. I'm not sure. It might be, but I think Kentucky is one. But you know, the only people they targeting is people who need money. You know, especially these laborish type jobs, warehouse, warehouse facilities, and then not just Amazon. It's FedEx, UPS. That bulk of the jobs. I remember I told y'all last week. I'm surprised FedEx didn't put their ad out yet for the hiring season. Man, the next day I saw it on Indeed. Now hiring seasonal, working at FedEx, UPS, delivering packages for the holidays. They hiring people right now for the holidays to do that. Because even though they might be shortages of groceries, food, toys, gifts, um, it may not come in as people may not be able to get those things as quickly. So you want those stuff, you may want to get it now because there are going to be some delays of at least 6 to 8 weeks delays. Um, I think that's why they anticipating the influx of being getting busier. So I said, you know what? Let me go home now, rest my mind, rest my body, rest my spirit, because it's gonna be popping. It's gonna be on and popping when I gotta start learning and training for Intuit TurboTax and still learn the generation, and then turn around um having to deal with the holiday season with Amazon. And it's gonna be on and on and on. Then they're gonna be like, you can't take time off. See, that's what they're gonna start doing. You can't take no PTO. You can't take vacation. That could be a blackout, and you can't go nowhere. A lot of people are gonna be, you know, I gotta get my kids and for Christmas, and then people ain't gonna be able to do it. I think that's why so many people probably say, I need the money, because they gonna think when Christmas come or when the holidays come, they ain't gonna not show up for work. People gonna be like, they ain't gonna show up, and then all of a sudden they gonna take that unpaid time and all that kind of stuff, and they gonna take it then. So I said I'd rather be prepared because you ain't see you gonna be breaking me down because I know what they're gonna do. They do that every time. All when the holidays come at Amazon, Novemberish, that's when people don't start going to work. Um, Missing in action, and it ain't just people who work. It'll be managers too, or team leads or whatever. And then when all that work start coming in, that's when they want to be like, we need to move 100 million packages. We need to do 500 an hour. Then people gonna be coming there. They ain't turn around. They're gonna be like never ending, never stopping, never constantly going, constantly be going. I said, nope. You need to go ahead and I know people say, why don't you go to work if you ain't doing nothing? I mean, you're doing something, but nope. You're doing something. I could show you that. So they always do that. People leave all the time. The main thing that gets people cut is they run out of unpaid time off. You can't be in the negative. You cannot be in the negative. And the minute you get in the negative, the system terminates you. You say, okay. And some people they're gonna do that. They're gonna do it. I know it. I know it. They're gonna be like, I need to go to Florida. I need to go out of town. I need to. And I cannot. I'll keep my little hours. I'll keep my little built up, and that's it. But that's how it's going with that. Let me see what they got going on. Find jobs. Software engineers. I would definitely recommend the best fit job match. Let me go and read this. See, that's what I'm trying to do. Start learning, update my profile on Amazon, put down the software development program. Shoot. That's exactly what I'm trying to pursue. Oh, here it is. I was talking earlier about the healthcare. I did download it. Here it is. So let me give you an example for those who missed it. So, healthcare, for instance, with the career choice, you could be a registered nurse, licensed practical nurse, dental assistant, medical biller, and coder, registered nurse. That had to get medical assistant. And they had the Lanier Technical College. This is for Georgia. Lanier Technical College, Atlanta Technical College are the two schools that's offering the healthcare field of study. So I'm gonna tell you now, dental assistant, they make pretty good. It's not as bad as you think. Registered nurse, of course, licensed practical nurse, medical assistant. That is very good careers. But I'm not interested in healthcare. Now if I was to do healthcare, I would do medical billing. Now that I would do. That don't require you being with patients and all that. Medical billing, every facility, hospital, nurses, private care, wherever, they always need a medical biller, medical coding rather. Medical billing and coding. That is, you will always need that. And you could actually be your own business doing that too. You could contract yourself and do that for others. Now, if I had to choose, I would choose that. Now, that I would do. At one time, I was looking at medical billing and being a medical coding. Matter of fact, when I worked at that Raggedy Wit Pro, part of that job I was doing was dealing with medical coding, but not fully. It had a little bit, but not as much. That was medical billing, but it was to and not in healthcare, but um, I did see how it worked. Now that I would do. Now that I would learn, and I see positions all the time for that in Atlanta when I look online. That is something you could actually get into and really do a big good career out of it. You could make 60,000 plus doing that, and then if you start your own business doing medical billing and offer your services, you can really make some good money. You go to those dental office, medical office. They don't hire. Some of them hire people just to do that, or they hire a company to do it. So that's a good field to go into. Now, if I had to choose from all of those ones, I would choose that one. I would do that, and it don't take that long for you to go to school and learn it. That's like 6 months, 4 months to learn. So that is that's a good one to go into. You don't have to be going. You don't have to go to college. You don't need to get a degree to do that. You know. So that's just one. That's just an example of how you could really learn. Because if you was to go on your own and say I want to go to school for medical coding and billing, that program could be over $5,000 plus. The books and things, and to go for tuition, to go to school for that, and then depending on which school you go to, some of them could be 8, 9,000, 10,000, maybe less. If you go to a 2 year college or something, or technical college, it could be cheaper. But if you go to one of those bigger schools, I guess it could be quite expensive. Okay, see that's what I'm saying. My community college has, yep, they got medical assistant, and you could be a medical coding. A lot of community colleges offers those programs, and then the other programs that Amazon offers, which is transportation. You can go to truck driving school, or you could learn welding. That was another one. So, like me and that other lady was talking, like I said, a lot of those programs, a lot of those programs, and a lot of those um, schools. I don't understand why so many of my coworkers and I understand a lot of them don't be taking. They don't take advantage of that. I just don't get it. I don't get it. But I can tell you one thing. I bet you those people from Somalia and Ethiopians and all those people I seen working at Amazon from those different African countries. I bet you they're gonna be taking advantage of it. I bet you they're gonna be going right on to school. They get hope, they start talking about that more and more. They're gonna be going. They're gonna be going because ain't no way. A lot of them coming here from these different foreign countries and stuff. Amazon. That was an easy job to get into. You go on Amazon, you go online, and you see, oh, they hiring. That it was so many of them that work at that dang Stone Mountain. I was like, man, they got a lot of people from I don't know if I know they Ethiopian. I know I want to say, I don't know if Somalians, but I know they from either Ethiopians, Somalians. Um, it's a whole bunch of, I don't know. They come from a whole bunch of different ones. I start seeing more and more people from other foreign countries. You asking me how I am? How are you? Cause what you saying? I don't understand. You put how ARU. Are you asking me how I'm doing? I'm just sitting here massaging my feet on this massager with the. If you hear any noise rumbling, that's what that is. I'm sitting here massaging my feet. And it's chilly in here. It's 68 degrees. I got the windows open. I need to close them. I'm starting to get cold. Cold, you ain't gonna come on? I know you usually come on the link. Are you working? What you doing? I'm gonna put this link in here one more time. Ain't nobody coming on here. It's 6 of y'all. Nobody coming on. I ain't stay here all day now. I need to know what I'm gonna cook tomorrow. What I'm gonna cook tomorrow? I don't have any spaghetti sauce, so I do need to buy me some tomato sauce to make spaghetti. I don't know. I've been on here for an hour and 17 minutes so far, so it's 9:19. So I do, but I haven't gone to me. And I ain't talking about Mexican food either. People say Spanish food, and they be lump Mexican food in the whole thing. I do, but that's I'm not trying to go to restaurants and eat out. I need to be cooking. So I need to. Yeah, I do. Yeah, but that's not. I don't find. I don't. I don't. They don't have a. I don't feel like going to Jamaican restaurant and stuff. First of all, some of these Jamaican restaurants they're a little bit rude. I only go there if I want Jamaican food. I go there to eat Jamaican patties or something. I don't buy no oxtails because they try to charge you an arm and a leg. Hey, Romeo,
What's up?
nothing. I'm not trying to buy no Jamaican food because they charge too much, you know.
Yeah, I know.
And if it's like I like oxtails, and that's something I can make. I can make oxtails and make that myself. It is expensive. If I go to the store now to buy oxtails, I used to be able to buy a whole big packet of oxtails. It would be like $12, 15. Now if I buy and go to Food Depot and buy oxtails, it's $25. That was a few months ago. It wasn't even a whole lot of meat. I was like, this is. I knew if I knew the price was going to jump up, but if I knew it was going to be that damn expensive, I would have bought it a year ago and kept it for a year. But I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on that.
That's a lot of money.
And the holidays are coming up too, so I'm not trying to. I mean, I bought me turkey wings at the farmers market, so I may go to farmers market probably tomorrow after I do my little assignments. I may go up in there and buy me some stuff.
Oh, good. That's good.
Oh, Colas want to know why is it daytime where you at? No, he's not overseas. Colas,
I think it's me.
he lives in yeah. He live in California.
Yeah, that's why.
I don't think he knew you lived in California.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He ain't overseas, Colas. Romeo live in California. Where in California you live at?
But in the city,
Where?
the city,
Who?
San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yep. Live in San Francisco. Do you follow Jermaine Ellis, the one who be on the skateboard doing the?
No,
How come? Why?
I don't know. I don't like him.
You don't like him? Hmm, he is a little bit flaky though.
Yeah, no.
Hey, Shelly Shell. He a little bit flaky because I said let me see what he doing. So he back in San Francisco living with some white girl. I
Hmm?
think he's just lounging with somebody. I think he had no place to live, and somehow or another he be finding these unsuspecting women, and he be living with them, and then next thing you know, he be breaking up. He be with somebody else because he was not with that same white girl that I saw him with a few months ago. I said that's not the same one. That's a different one.
Damn.
Yeah, hey babe, the whole video he was going to some park and had the dogs, 3 dogs in the back seat, and obviously he don't care too much for the dogs and stuff because the way he was saying he sounded a little bit kind of disrespectful in his tone and when he was talking about her or talking to her rather he was kind of like I ain't doing all of that I ain't doing all I ain't and I didn't see him it was no infection in his video you know how you be if you was there yeah but that's my babe but you didn't see him like that was really his girlfriend he was just riding along in her car. See, he living he's squandering, So I don't know. He crazy.
You know. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Everything is the price of everything is go up.
I know. And I know it's expensive in California, so
You know.
that's why I got my little groceries set aside. I have hardly had to spend no money in gas, hardly. I don't think I spend as many money. I haven't spent much money in groceries. I even looked at my, like I said, what? I haven't really been going to grocery store like that. Not like that. So if I go to the grocery store tomorrow, it's just because I'm gonna buy me some spaghetti sauce just to make my spaghetti. And that's it. I don't need to buy nothing else. I got enough food, you know. I got enough beans and meats, pasta. Ugh. If I buy anything, it's gonna be like bread, eggs, and milk. And that's it. And I'm gonna stop buying I'm gonna start buying the shelf milk. Like the one you could buy off the shelf. You don't have
Yeah.
to buy I'm gonna start buying that. They could buy the little carton, you could buy almond milk or whole milk. I keep forgetting that they have milk you can buy like that. You don't have to buy whole milk that you need to put in the refrigerator. Yeah, I need to go to the store too and fill up my water jug thing. I need to take my water thing out that box. I have not taken it out that box since I bought it. So I need to take my big old water jug tomorrow and go to Walmart because they got the Primo water, 35 cents a gallon. And I could get the 5 gallon jug that I got and fill that up. And I could also get the water jugs, the gallon water and fill it up, 35 cents. And then you just keep them. I'm not buying I got a case. I got a case of water in my car. I never took the case out. I had 2 cases of water that I bought. I put one in the fridge. I put one in the pantry. One is still in the car. And I drink some water. I don't drink it every day, but I got, occasionally if I say, oh, let me get me some water, now that's it. But I may go buy me more case of water just to keep it in storage. And don't buy that water from the gas station that be sitting outside all day either.
Yeah, that's bad.
No, they say you could all that sun hitting that bottle, it could leak out chemicals. So
Yeah. Yeah.
what What you doing?
I'm scanning my book,
You doing what?
making copy a book because for my school.
What school you go to?
Shibo College.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. People don't take that free stuff like go to school and your boss pay you to go to school.
Yeah, the tuition reimbursement and
Yeah.
stuff.
How that works? They pay you pay first or how?
No, you fill out the most companies they do the same thing. You go, you choose the school you want to go to,
Yeah.
and you fill out the application. They if they when they accept you, they give you the voucher,
Yeah.
and then you go to the then you pay with the voucher, and that's it.
Nice.
You don't have to pay anything out of pocket.
Okay. That's
Now,
good.
and you don't have to stay employed. So, say for instance, you go to school, they pay for you to go to school, they already paid for it, and you say, "Okay, I'm leaving." That's it, But Amazon ain't the only one. It's several companies offer tuition reimbursement.
Nice.
Amazon is the only one that really stresses that they don't want you to stay there forever. They want you to train you to something else, to do something else. Now you could work within Amazon if they got the positions available, like the ones in IT. So, but they want people to pursue other careers outside of Amazon, outside of what you're doing, so they could better yourself. And I got me and that other lady was talking. Companies offer that program for tuition is because they get to get tax credits and stuff for offering that. Millions of dollars tax credits to offer something like that.
Nice.
They get a tax breaks. That's why they got him. They said, "What? Did your company offer tax breaks?" They get millions of dollars of tax breaks. So when people say they don't pay no taxes and okay, that might be true. They may go to Ireland or other countries for the corporate income tax, but the long run is that if they could offer the employees advancement of opportunities for
Yeah.
do that too, take advantage of it. I don't care. Amazon could, if they don't pay no tax and zero
I
tax,
mean that.
they offer something, health benefits, a job. You ain't gonna be there forever. Some people, a whole family of people said they talk good about Amazon and because when people lost their jobs, Amazon is like Walmart used to be like one of those things. Walmart came around, they had hired thousands of people in these small town communities. And people say, "Oh, my family, the whole family work at Walmart." Ain't nothing wrong with those companies. I mean, I respect Walmart. I like Amazon, and I just don't like how they got people in there trying to be a slave driver or talk to you all kind of crazy. But that ain't got nothing to do with Amazon. They just got the fact that some people just don't know how to. They don't know how to handle people. They just want to talk to people crazy, and
Yeah.
ain't nobody gonna be talked to crazy.
I know. Hey, I'll come back. Okay.
All right, you know. There's people, some people they just need to chill, Don't come to me or whatever with some BS. Shoot. I talked to this one guy today. He was saying he was going off of somebody, you know, one of the people who supposed to put the box packages and stuff in next to the stations, and he acted like he was gonna fight him because he figured because he was a gay black guy or whatever because you think he feminine, he act like he think that the guy wasn't gonna bust him in his ass. See, people be trying to measure you. They figure he ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna do nothing. Then you trying to entice people, acting all crazy. People just want to go to work, do their job, do what they need to do. People don't need people all up in their face and starting up stuff. People, ooh, because everybody ain't gonna walk away. Some people may not walk away. That's why they got their police cars up in the front in the building. I was like, why they got a police here every day? Because some people they really be trying to try people. Let people do their job. Let people do what they need to do. You know, shoot. Oh, it is chilly. I need to put these windows down. It's cold. Hold on a second. I'm gonna close these windows. It's chilly. Oh Lord. I know I got the windows open in the other rooms too. God dang. It's a little crispy today. Yeah, kind of. Even though the inside this thermostat says 68 degrees, it was like only 70. I think it was like 72. I think that was the highest in this house. I think it says 70 or 72. But it's chilly. It's always been chilly in this house. It could be hot outside, but for some reason, I could be in this house. It could be a little cool. But that's all right though. I ain't turning on no heat. That's for sure. That gas will not be turned on this winter. I got me a T-Mobile free blanket. I'm gonna be wrapped up in a blanket. I'm not running no heat. Ooh, no. Gas prices, I don't know what it's gonna be.
Hey, a question. I need to watch your video yesterday. Why men graduate out from college?
Huh?
Why men like guys not going to college?
Oh,
I,
why men ain't going to college?
yeah,
Because they stay well, some what I've been reading, they were saying how I don't think some people talk about the rate of return
yeah,
and being in debt. Because I think that's anybody. They were saying because mostly women go to college. Most men don't do certain careers where you require to go to school.
yeah,
A lot of them they do jobs that don't require you to go to college.
yeah.
And then they were trying to say that some people who do go to college, they try to be political about how gender neutral, all kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Some
And
people,
also, some people, it's not made for college. It's not made for school.
yep.
Yeah, doesn't mean men.
The ones I know who go to college, if they in school, most of the time they go to play sports, basketball, football, baseball. They,
Yeah,
you know, they'll go there for a couple years and then they go on to professionally. But regular, ordinary men going to college, there's really no need unless they're doing STEM. What they do is science, technology, engineering, and math. Those type of careers. They may go to college for that, but they realize you don't need to be 4 years to do that. You can go to a technical school. You can learn online.
Yeah. Or to college. That's it. It's more cheaper.
They go to a 2 year school or they learn those engineering. There's so many programs that offers that. You don't need to go to college.
Yeah.
Like what I'm learning now with generation for web development, all the things that I learned, you don't need to go to a college to do that. They got some programs and schools offer that program,
Yeah.
but if you need you can go to a 2 year school, but why go for whole 2 years to do that? Now
Yeah.
you could do that, but they talking about
Yeah. Like six,
regular
yeah,
four
6 months.
year.
Yeah, 6 months or eight. You can do it. So you don't need to go like 2 or 4 years college.
Mm-mm. I was looking at some of the programs that offered internships. For next year, they said I don't, they were looking for people to go to the internship program, and you didn't have to go to a college. That's why I'm trying to study this right now because I'm trying to apply. One was to relocate to San Francisco, but I don't want to live in California. I mean,
Don't, please don't. It's more expensive.
if they're gonna pay me and to be comfortable to live, I'll move. But if they, I'm not trying to. Now I don't have to stay there. I could just be an intern for 6 months, 7 months, and then work somewhere else. I just couldn't work at San Francisco. I
Yeah.
could do it for a summer intern. I'll do it for the internship, but to live there permanently, you have to pay me.
Yeah.
You have to pay me comfortably because this. I'm not trying to.
Yeah. I know. Helping to non-profit as a volunteer to get the experience and get a job. That's it. That's why I'm only helping them get the experience.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of applications I need to put in for the apprenticeship and internships that I found today. Because I had one of my assignments that was due today. It's not really due. It was past due, but I had to download my resume, so I had to work on that this morning to submit to Generation because that's part of. I said, dang it, I ain't finished. That's what it was due yesterday, but they don't grade it. They just want you to download it and have it available. So I had to do that this morning or this afternoon before I went to work. But I knew I had a feeling they was going to offer VTO. I knew they was going to offer VTO. I said, let me go to work just to get the VTO so I don't have to use my hours. I knew they was going to do that. Because if I took off myself, they would have took away. I would have to use my time, and then it would have went down to 8 hours. So I said, no, let me go to work because if they give it to me, I don't have to use it. And I knew what was going to happen. I knew it. I knew it. I knew from this whole week. I said, if those trucks ain't been coming in like that, it ain't gonna come in today any different. So
Yeah.
I applied for a different department. So hopefully I could get. I don't know if I want to work Sunday. I don't know. I may have to drop this one. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's a different department, but it's 6:30 with 10 hours. That was my first choice. The other one was 6:30, 12 hours with Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but it's a different department. They call it ICQACS. I don't know what that is. I think that's the one that counts and do the quality. So hopefully I'll get these two because I don't want to be. I want to get under that person. I don't want that manager I got. I don't want to be under her bitch. She gonna make.
Hmm.
Who got a cat? I ain't seen no cat. I was looking at my phone.
No,
I
my
can't see.
cat is here.
I can't see. Okay. I can't see her face. Lord, I was looking at my phone. That's why I was like, what are you talking about? I was looking down. I wasn't looking at the screen.
Hey, what are you doing there, cat? Sorry, my cat is what? Sorry. Yeah. Hey, hey, okay. I thought you were frozen.
Mm-mm. Have you bought any more stuff from Scott lately?
Yeah,
I,
not lately, but his good good. His business is good now.
you said he's doing good.
Yeah.
How you know?
Every time I went to his website or his candles, like those things, I was stuck. Yeah. He's getting out from the
Okay,
get
he's doing good.
get
A lot of this stuff is a little bit low price. I said this prices are low, not to say
yeah no
to be expensive, but if you really, I don't know if you, I don't know how he's making it or how he's making those products or if he buy them wholesale and sell it somewhere else. But
I think yeah he got a spot in a store or gas station.
yeah, he said he got a spot like at a store.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the product itself.
Yeah no.
Does he make it himself or do he?
He made it from scratch. I know, like it's not no.
I I don't know. Like I said, unless you making a lot and you selling it, and you selling a lot, and you making it and you selling a lot of product and you moving a lot of product, then but you got to factor in the shipping costs. I know that was an issue
Yeah
where he
no.
was talking about one time about. I said, see, you got to do your research. Yeah, do your research. You got to figure out the total cost, break it down. That I learned that in accounting. I said, oh, all these principles of accounting things that I've learned that would have came in handy for someone to
Yeah
know what the break even point is.
yeah
You have to know what it is, and there's a way that you have to
yeah. I,
calculate it.
I bought a couple of times from him and make videos. I told them I don't like some of them. He's offered me free stuff. I said no, that's more cost for you. You're going to lose money if you ship me a new one.
Yeah.
I told you I'm not doing this to get free stuff. I'm just helping you out. That's it.
Oh yeah, that's understandable. You might. I mean, you want to offer free samples and stuff and get
Yeah
feedback, but
yeah
there's a way.
yeah. About
There's a way of doing it. But I mean, I've seen a lot of different case
yeah
studies, like the little girls who was making candles, and people were making
yeah
what was he making candles? It was like a whole bunch of various different products, and people would make some good money doing it. But it's all about scalability,
yeah
so and
yeah
marketing
yeah.
and everything else. So
Yeah. He want to ship a new bottle for me because I don't like it. To ship from where he is in East Coast to here, that's a lot of money. So I said, nope, don't send me a new one. It's more cost for you.
yeah.
I know he wants to have a good customer service, but no, it doesn't. Waste of money for you.
Well, that don't equate to customer service.
Yeah,
Just because someone said I don't like it, unless you have to spell out the terms before you sell anything.
yeah,
Are you going to do a money back guarantee? Are you going to do a return? It's all those things you got to factor in way before you sell it. If someone said they don't like it, you got to establish that. But
I think
the price was. the price that he was selling based on some of the products, it was. I don't think he priced his products correctly.
Yeah.
And that is one of the things. See, I don't, like I said, I've stopped giving free advice. I've stopped doing that because it's some people ain't gonna understand. Some people ain't gonna listen. So I said, you know what? Why am I worried about somebody now? If you hire me as your business consultant, and you hire me to be a business consultant, I will offer you the best possible ways of selling your product, marketing your product, and doing all that. That's what a business coach consultant does.
Yeah.
You know, and I've studied that. I've done that. I've done it.
Yeah.
That's why I was kind of like, well, how do you make, but
Yeah.
you know, but
Yeah.
you have to offer a product that that people's going to like, people's going to buy, and
Yeah. People like his.
because everybody sells soap. Everybody's got natural soaps. Everybody makes soaps, and everyone. A lot of people do that. It's
Yeah.
packaging. You have to be appealing
Yeah.
to make it to someone to buy.
Okay.
Because no company makes money. Even Amazon doesn't make money. In the beginning, no company makes money.
The first 5 years or 2 years, they're not
Usually
making.
for the first 5 years, you don't really make a profit, but
Yeah. Yeah. No. That's what one out of thousands. They're lucky, but that's low chance to get profit on the first year.
but his whole packaging and his whole price points that he's making it, I've seen it. I've looked at it. I reviewed it. I looked at it,
Yeah.
and I was like wondering, if you're making it yourself, are you? Is this? I said, is this really? Is this really priced correctly? And then he was talking about the shipping. That was another thing. I was like, you ain't shipping, you ain't doing it right. Price point. Now I ain't talking about the product. Now that's different.
Yeah. Yeah. No. No.
Somebody has to like the product, but it's a whole lot of things. But but he's doing something. As long as you like it, if he like it, I love it. But I always will support people in the endeavors. Some people I stopped talking to them because it's a person I know now. She probably looking at my video. I don't know if she subscribed to my channel. I told her about it. She said, I found you. And I try to tell her. And they, I'm trying to do wigs. People be trying to sell hair. How many people selling hair
A lot.
in wigs online? That's too. I said, I'm just waiting to see someone do the website and web development. I said, it's good to have a website and you have products on the website. I could do a landing page and you can market a few products you have, but where are you going to get the product from? You're going to get the hair. Alibaba and all these other places in China and Taiwan, last time I checked, they had a shutdown on their factories and a lot of products are not being made and produced because of all these energy issues and logistics that's going on worldwide. It's going to be a minute for people to really get the products they need. That's why some people are doing Dollar Tree. Matter of fact, I need to go to Dollar Tree and see if I can still see if stuff still costs $1. There were things you could buy at Dollar Tree. I know the one up the street from my house.
Yeah.
I could buy up all those lashes, all those um little beauty products and stuff, and literally buy them. And they call arbitrage and
Yeah.
turn around and sell it on eBay or Mercury or one of those sites. Now, how people buying these stuff at the Dollar Tree? They turn around and sold it to other places, but that's the best time to do it. If you want to make some money, go to the Dollar Tree and see if you still can find certain products that people is going to run out, like lashes. You know how many people run around looking for false eyelashes last year? You got it. When I was in CBS doing one of my survey jobs, and this girl walked in there and she was asking the person if they had any lashes, and they ain't had none because they had the shipping. What the hell that doing noise? And they had the shipping issue. Now this is before it really became bad, and they weren't selling. They weren't selling. They didn't have lashes, and they were looking around. Went to because the beauty supply stores were closed. They couldn't open up and sell nothing. So CBS was able to open up and people were looking for it. I was like, and they do sell those at the Dollar Tree. And ain't no, just because it was at the Dollar Tree, that don't mean it was cheap. They just simply got bought a book in the Dollar Tree. They got sold in bulk somewhere else, and they sold it because places shut down and they had the liquidation sale. But when I started thinking that, just a few minutes ago, I started thinking about that. I said, you could sit there and buy,
Eh,
you
Nick,
could
I need
sit
to
there
go.
and buy stuff and just sell it.
I need to go
Hmm?
eat dinner. Yeah, no.
You need to eat dinner?
Yeah.
Well, it is dinner time. It's going on 10 o'clock here, so
Now it's 7 in here.
yeah. What you gonna be eating for
Yeah.
dinner? What you
My God.
eating? Shut up, Romeo. Get out of
Yeah.
here.
Actually,
Fool. People talk about eating cat. Nasty. See how Romeo be talking crazy? All right, who wants to come on next? Let me put the link in the chat. If y'all want to come on, that's okay, because I'm about to lay down. I need to start studying in the next few minutes. Y'all holding me up. I'm gonna stay till 10 o'clock. When it gets 10, then I'm gonna go. I may come back later depending on who's on here. But where the rest of y'all? Sally, where y'all at? Usually when I go on YouTube, y'all be on here. But now I go on StreamYard, I don't see y'all. What's going on? And I try to use up all my hours for StreamYard either. So, I got a cap on that. But I haven't been on StreamYard a lot. But, you know, 10 hours could, no, 20 hours in a month could go by quick. Yeah, I started thinking about that. I said, people be running around looking for lashes and stuff. Because you got to get that stuff. Most of that stuff is produced in Taiwan and China. And if they don't get those shipment and you can find and buy up a bunch of lashes and stuff from the Dollar Tree and you turn around and sell it, shoo, somebody will buy it. Someone sure will buy them. At one point on YouTube, there were people doing that. They were going they would say, how can you make money by buying things from the Dollar Tree or Dollar General or wherever, and they turn around and sell it for a higher price, and they sell it sell it on eBay. And what's the other one? eBay and like eBay, Macari. There's some other ones. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And you could really make money like that. But see, so many people, they do it on YouTube. They talk about it, and then everybody started getting into it. And then after that, people catch on, and next thing you know, that's it.
The secret I'm about to share with you here today.
Hey, y'all ain't coming on here. Where y'all at?
MP3, I use Coinbase, to buy crypto. City Capital, you can make an NFT pretty easily. I Googled it to figure out how to do it within an hour. Not that hard. I personally don't think NFTs will become the digital equivalent of people buying art. Just because, like, it is too easy for anyone to make an NFT. You know, the reason why art is special is because it takes some effort to make art. You can go on like OpenSea and see some of the NFTs being sold, and a lot of them are garbage. My ex-roommate, not saying this is garbage, but he made an NFT of a picture of his cat. You know, I think that, like, I think there will be some NFTs that become valuable, but I don't think it'll be
Hey, Dorian.
collectible. I think that's gonna go away quick.
All right, y'all. If y'all looking on YouTube, please give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. But I'm not gonna be on here long. I already been on here for going on 2 hours.
That I would like to do one day, because a lot of people ask me, you know, about doing one-on-one coaching sessions. I said I never do coaching. I might do motivating sessions, but I would never raise myself up to say I could be a coach. I'm not that you know, smart. I can motivate in inspirational sessions. My idea would be to have an NFT. That one of the things you get on the smart contract with the NFT is 4 motivating sessions a month. And the reason why it's different from just selling those on a website.
Oh, I've been watching some of these people YouTube channels. They got like 871K. Cooking with Gina Young. She has a cooking show.
I am so excited yet another day. Because today is Beyond's house, Gina Young is going to share with you all how easy it is to make the
So much going on, ladies and gentlemen.
This person, he always be doom and gloom, talking about the economy. Jeremiah Babe, he got 103K subscribers.
People continue to write me.
Ooh, goodness. I said, dog. Now I know I've been on YouTube since what, 2011, I think. If I remembered when it tells me when I started my channel, I said, dang. I don't even know how long did YouTube, when they first started monetizing. They haven't always been monetized. They didn't always did this, paying people to make money. It always wasn't like that in the beginning. I know that. I want to say maybe in the last, I think in the last 6-7 years. I gotta Google it and see. I remember I told you to cook sometime. I know you told me that, Dorian. I told you I don't have my. There's no way I could do that. I can't stream live from my phone and do it. The only way I could use my phone and do the video recording is if I put it on a stand and record and download the video. So the only way I'm on here live streaming is when I'm on my actual desktop computer. Other than that, I don't have the subscribers. I don't have 1,000 subscribers. So I can't do live video when I have my cell phone and do it. So she was doing cooking with Gina Young. She's actually make dishes and serve dishes. She's not, I ain't talking about just me cooking my regular old dinner and say, look what I made. That ain't the same thing. She would make, people have their videos when they have to record and it'd be, they got somebody either recording it on the camera or they got the camera set up. And, I ain't got this phone ain't, I'm quite sure I could do that, but it ain't all that to do all that, not to show no cooking demonstration. That's just me cooking my regular old dinner. So, and that's editing, when they be editing, downloading the video, editing the video. I ain't trying to do all that. I'm not trying to do all that. Now, once I brand myself, have my second channel running, and I'm doing something. No, I want to do. Yes, that is a good one. Southern Cooking with Lady T. But no. You know, that's like a production. Okay, I'm gonna cook. Da 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 whatever. And then I said, let me show you the ingredients. This is what you need. That requires me to not just tape the video, cook it, because when you're cooking, you're not running the video that whole entire time. You also have to, okay, the first 10 minutes I'm prepping it, showing what I'm doing. You cook, you show people, you sauteing, then you cooking it, then you sit, then you have to let the meal cook, and they take an hour and a half, and then you see them come back and say, okay, let me show you. They editing those videos. That's like, okay, we're gonna do the second part. That's several parts of a video, and then you turn around cutting, editing the video and all that. I don't got equipment like that to do all that. So when I do videos, random videos, me sitting here talking live stream, or I'm walking around with the camera, with my cell phone rather, and downloading it, I'm not editing videos. I'm not doing all of those extra stuff. So I'm trying to be consistent and coming on and make videos and grow my subscribers, but it seems to be stuck on 746, and sometimes I see -2 or whatever, but unless people like y'all, if y'all who have a YouTube channel and they say, oh, let me share a video or whatever, or I put keywords, it takes a lot. It's a lot you got to do. I know most of my channel grew in the beginning when it was like, before they changed the requirements, when you needed 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time and stuff like that. My channel grew from that to 700 and something. Was during the time I was doing the Grubhub and Uber Eats. See, a lot of people were looking for people doing Grubhub, Uber Eats, and these gig jobs. So when I started putting the title, and people were looking at, it was at one point people were looking for YouTube people doing Grubhub. I'm quite sure my name popped up. I was talking about Grubhub. I was talking about the gig work and the gig jobs, the taxes. I remember some people even refer my channel about the taxes. And then when I started talking about it, and I'd come online and I was briefly talking about taxes and stuff, people started asking questions. And that's when people were asking questions. And some people were actually doing their taxes and saying, I got a question. And they will, they want me to sit there and answer their question while they doing a return, getting free information rather than seeking a consultation. Because the information they were looking for, that would have been required that you pay someone to do it. That's time. So that is time. So I don't know. YouTube has kind of changed up a lot. Smaller channels. Mine is like right now. Mine is not monetized. So it ain't like me coming on here and talking about things. But when I start talking things that's going to affect somebody financially, then I'm going to start focusing on a new channel and just do a second channel. But some people I've been watching, that was talking about the gig work and stuff. Some of them been stuck at 1,000, 2,000 subscribers, 1,000. But if you're not watching the videos, the 2,000 subscribers don't mean nothing if your watch hours is not. So if you not, so a lot of people who were making videos at first, especially with the gig work and the gig economy, I think a lot of people channel, they reached this peak. They've had 2,000 subscribers, and then they came to a halt. After a while, I look. See, when I watch certain people's videos, I said, let me see how many subscribers they got. They ain't nowhere near 80,000 subscribers, 80,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers. There's some people who really got big numbers and really be on there. They got their whole thing packed, but they grew. It grew. It grew. It'll take a few years for people to get to those numbers like that. But 10,000 and all that stuff, it takes people a couple of times, but it takes a lot. People do TikTok and Instagram and a whole 9 yards. But I'm not gonna be specific with videos about, I'm gonna do cooking. I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do cooking shows and stuff like that. But that's not what I'm gonna show. I'm not gonna do that. Now I may say I'm gonna make this, and then I say, let me show y'all what I'm eating, and that's it. But I'm not gonna do a whole demonstration of cooking. There's a whole lot of videos that people do that, and I don't think that's going to be the one. But I appreciate you, Dorian. You always want me to cook. But I don't think me cooking is not going to get people to watch. So it's just going to be random videos made. That's all. All right, I'm back. Yeah, I know, Dorian. I know you do. I'm just saying I can't do cooking demonstrations. I don't have no code editor. If I do have it editing the code on that Apple phone, that's too much. That's too much to do. It's a lot of work to do. And I've read somewhere where sometimes just taking out your phone and recording and start talking, people, they'll get a hang of me being on here. If I really want to do it, you just have to pick a spot, I guess. I don't know. Who knows? Hugh News. All right. I ain't gonna stay here long because I'm learning the code right now. I tell you, I'll be practicing coding. I'm doing it right now on my phone while I'm sitting here. I gotta do something every day to get to read, learn, you know. What time is it? 10:13. All right, yeah, I'm about to go. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. All right. All right, Dorian, Shelly Shell, appreciate y'all. Colis, Romeo, thanks for coming on. Who else is on here? That's all I could see. All right. I'll come on tomorrow night. Maybe I'll come on later tonight. I don't know. Whoever's up at the time. If not, then I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. I'm going to lay down now because it's kind of chilly and I need to wrap up in a blanket. And I am cold. All right. And I need to finish studying my code, HTML. So that's what I'm learning to do. All right. Talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good night.